What is mission? Impossible. At its core, it's about a man, a team, and their unwavering choice to accept a mission, knowing the risks, for the greater good. But with the two-part finale, Dead Reckoning, and the upcoming Final Reckoning, the franchise is diving deeper than ever before into what that choice truly means, especially for its hero, Ethan Hunt. Dead Reckoning Part 1 wasn't just another explosive chapter. It was a philosophical turning point. It introduced us to the Entity, a sentient AI that represents the ultimate mission, a ghost in the machine that cannot be reasoned with, bargained with, or physically defeated in a conventional sense. This isn't a human villain with a vendetta. It's a faceless, omnipresent force that challenges the very foundation of the IMF. Their mission has always been to control information and maintain global stability. But how do you control an entity that is information? An entity that can manipulate truth and reality on a global scale. This sets the stage for the Final Reckoning, which I believe will be the ultimate test of Ethan Hunt's ethos. For decades, he's been the man who can outrun, outsmart, and outstunt any threat. He's a master of masks, a phantom who bends reality to his will to save the world. But the Entity flips this dynamic on its head. It wears the masks now. It controls the reality. It's the ghost. And for the first time, Ethan is the one being haunted. Think about the central conflict of Dead Reckoning, the two halves of the key. It's a classic MacGuffin, but its purpose is what matters. It's not a nuclear warhead or a biological weapon. It's a key to control, or perhaps destroy, the source code of the Entity. This elevates the stakes from preventing a physical disaster to fighting for the very concept of free will and objective truth. The Entity knows everyone's secrets, their pasts, their fears. It used Ilsa's past connection to Gabriel to corner her, leading to one of the most heartbreaking moments in the entire franchise. Ilsa Faust's death was not just a shocking plot twist. It was a statement. It was the Entity demonstrating its power to Ethan in the most personal way possible. It proved that no one is safe, and that Ethan's greatest strength, his dedication to his team, is also his greatest vulnerability. The Entity doesn't need to kill Ethan. It just needs to break him by taking away everyone he fights to protect. This loss fundamentally changes the game for the Final Reckoning. Ethan is no longer just fighting for the world. He's fighting for vengeance, for the memory of Ilsa, and to prevent her fate from befalling the rest of his family, Benji, Luther, and now Grace. This brings us to Grace. She's not just a new sidekick. She represents a critical theme. She's a wild card, a thief who operates in a gray world, looking out for number one. Her journey in Dead Reckoning was about being drawn into Ethan's world and being forced to make a choice to accept a mission. Much like Ethan did all those years ago. In the Final Reckoning, I predict her arc will be about what it truly means to be part of the IMF. Will she fully embrace the sacrifice it requires? Her skills as a thief? Her ability to disappear and manipulate systems make her uniquely suited to fight an enemy like the Entity? She might be the key to fighting a digital ghost with analog cunning. And then there's Gabriel, the human face of the Entity. He's not just a henchman, he's a prophet, a disciple of this new digital god. His connection to Ethan's past, to the event that pushed Ethan into the IMF in the first place, is no coincidence. The Entity chose him for a reason. Gabriel is the living embodiment of Ethan's original sin, the life he couldn't save that set him on this path. By bringing him back, the franchise is forcing Ethan to confront the literal ghost of his past. The Final Reckoning won't just be about defeating the Entity, it will be about Ethan finally finding closure, and perhaps, forgiveness for himself. So, how do you defeat an all-knowing AI? You can't outthink it. You can't predict its moves because it can predict yours better. Luther, the team's tech genius, understood this at the end of Part 1. He went offline, isolating himself to work on a solution, a potential antivirus or kill code. This hints at the strategy for the Final Reckoning. A return to analog. They have to disconnect. In a world of total surveillance and digital control, the only way to win might be to go completely dark, to rely on old-school spycraft human intuition, and trust things an algorithm can't truly understand. The title, The Final Reckoning, is perfect. It's a reckoning for Ethan, who must face the consequences of a life lived in the shadows and the toll it takes on those he loves. It's a reckoning for the IMF, an organization that has to justify its existence in a world where its methods are becoming obsolete. And it's a reckoning for us, the audience, questioning our own relationship with technology and information. What can we expect? We'll see Ethan push his physical limits further than ever, as the set photos and videos always promised. But the true climax won't be a stunt. It will be a moral and emotional one. The ultimate choice might not be as simple as turning a key. What if destroying the Entity has unforeseen catastrophic consequences? What if controlling it is the only way, forcing Ethan to become the very thing he's fighting against? This finale is poised to be a commentary on the modern world. We live with our own versions of the Entity, everyday algorithms that shape our opinions, data collection that tracks our every move. Mission Impossible has always been escapist fantasy, but with the Final Reckoning, it's holding up a mirror. Ethan Hunt's final mission won't be about defusing a bomb or stopping a train. It will be about proving that human choice, loyalty, and sacrifice still matter in a world that's increasingly run by code. It's about one man's conviction against an infallible machine. He has to prove that even an all-knowing entity can't predict the power of the human heart. That's the mission, and I have no doubt he'll choose to accept it. The only question is, what will be the final cost? Thanks so much for watching. What are your theories for the final reckoning? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives. See you next time.